Now, Jose Mourinho has been made manager of Real Madrid. Absolutely confirmed. To be honest, if you've been watching my videos, you shouldn't even be surprised. I said this would happen like 2 or 3 months ago. So now the moment Mbappe liked, there was a picture posted. The moment about Mourinho and working with the team. The moment I saw Mbappe's like on that, I knew it was done. I knew it was going to happen. But in any case, that shouldn't be what excites you right now. As a smart Real Madrid fan, as someone who thinks about this club a lot, you know what should actually excite you? Pep Guardiola leaving Man City. Mourinho is coming into Real Madrid, and Pep Guardiola is leaving Man City. Now, you're going to be wondering, why should I be excited about that? I mean, it's not because we drove him out of Man City, because we beat him 5-1 on aggregate. We drove Pep out of Man City. Nah, it's not because of that. Although I enjoyed our battles. It's not because of that. Now, Pep leaving Man City. There's a lot of players who basically stay at a club because of a manager, or who are signed at a club by a manager, and hence they remain there. Now, Pep leaving frees up so many. It frees up the potential for so many Man City players, to leave the club as well. And then we've already gotten rumors, not just rumors, but then we've already gotten we've gotten offers, we've made offers, interests have been shown. We're going to be having a look at that. Now, the first man on that list is Rodri. Personally, I don't really want Rodri. Rodri is ACL prone, The stuff about ACL injuries, when you get them, I mean, they tend to be reoccurring, or they just come along with some other minor injuries along the line, and I just don't see it happening. Rodri, I believe Rodri is about 30, should be 30 this year. I don't know, but Rodri is approaching, his early 30s. So, is it a fair or is it a wise move to, trade Tchouaméni for Rodri? I don't know, and to be honest, I don't think so. But then we know we're using Mourinho. Jose Mourinho has already made it known to the club. He needs new defenders. He isn't saying we're going to get rid of the old ones. He needs additional defenders. You know what is coming for Mourinho. You know what is coming for Mourinho. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Rodri is one of Real Madrid's top targets. The club could make a move for him this summer. Pep Guardiola's departure from Man City could facilitate Rodri's move to Real Madrid. It's a possibility. It's a possibility, though we don't need him that much. I will say this, Camavinga. I know Camavinga is going to be sold. I know for a fact Camavinga will be sold. I don't think he'll be loaned. I think he'll be sold, because there's a lot of players whose contracts are up. Real Madrid, they are making too much money from sales this season. We haven't made much money from sales since we sold Casemiro to Manchester United for 80 million. In any case, I believe Camavinga will be sold. Then the next man on the list, we have Alessandro Bastoni, which is funny because guess what? Our rivals, Barcelona, they have been interested in this guy because he has knocked them out of the Champions League about twice. Is it twice? Or maybe it's once. I don't know, but they are interested in Bastoni. And Mourinho is apparently interested in Bastoni as well. Bastoni is a good left-sided centre-back. He's good physically present, aerially present. He would be a good addition to Real Madrid. If we snatch him the way we snatched at Aguila, it would be fantastic. I'm open to that. Honestly. But then where does that leave Hausen? Bastoni is definitely more experienced than Dean Hausen. But I think I like Hausen's ability to control. Hausen has this calm nature of being able to, control from the back, pass, and this and that. That's what I like about him. But the experience, Bastoni surpasses him by far when it comes to experience. Like I said, I'm open to this. To be honest, I'm open to it, honestly. Then, the man who I really actually want is Gvardiol. Breaking, Gvardiol has been offered to Real Madrid, and this sounds more promising, not just because of the source, but then the language used, Gvardiol being offered to Real Madrid. It's not Real Madrid going to look, because if we were the ones going to look, it would involve a lot of expenditure. Probably to still involve expenses, but still, if we were the ones going to look, Does the player want to come? You have to factor in that. But now Rodri being offered to us makes it a whole lot better. I mean, to be honest, it's for the fact that he has been offered to us, the job is basically 50% done. All that, I mean, the 50% left is for Real Madrid to do our own part. That's just it. That's just it. And I'm excited to see Gvardiol. I would love to see Gvardiol. Remember that goal he scored against us in 2024 season? From nowhere. But not just about the goal. He's a left-sided centre-back, a left-back as well. You know, I've seen him. I would think he's, more of a replacement for Mendy. A defensive-minded left-back. But I've also seen him in offensive situations being brilliant. He's good aerially. He's very fast. He's strong as well. Man, if you ask me, he's the full package. And he's young. He's very young. So I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be seriously going for Gvardiol. Now that Pep is leaving, let's pick out all those good defenders from Man City and add them to our squad. And Gvardiol, if you ask me, it shouldn't necessarily be Rodri. I don't know how, if we were to sign Rodri, that would be doing Chalmeni dirty. But then again, Chalmeni did Valverde dirty, so. But in any case, as for Bastoni is good. I feel like he doesn't have enough technical abilities, Bastoni, but physical ability is fantastic. Gvardiol is the full package. Speed, technicality, strength, all of that. Gvardiol, I seriously urge Real Madrid to go for Gvardiol. Seriously do. In any case, I want you guys to let me know what players you'd like to see at Real Madrid, what defensive players. If you have defensive shouts, drop it down in the comment section. Another miscellaneous player I wanted to mention was Mickey Van de Ven from Tottenham. I mean, would he really want to continue playing there? It's not like he's extremely good, but then his pace, it really helps a lot. The man can drive with the ball. It would be nice to have him as a left-sided centre-back. So that's another shout I'm going to give out. But I want you to let me know down in the comment section. Now, that's for the signings. We're going to move over to the current players. Jose Mourinho, what impact does he have, on them? As for Mbappe, we all know Mbappe wanted this move from the moment he liked that post. Vini, I don't know. Mourinho has complimented Vini. But, that's all. It's all media, to save image, this and that. I don't know if Vini and Mourinho have a good relationship. I do not. Especially with, the whole racist stuff that happened against Benfica. Mourinho basically blamed the victim, who was Vini, that could not have gone down well. He may say this and that in the media, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. And then, I'll say this, if these two aren't able to combine, the next season is what's the next season called? 26-27 season. If they can't make it work, one of them, to be honest, it's not even a matter of one of them. It's most likely going to be Vini. I foresee, arguments between Vini and Jose Mourinho. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I don't see them getting along. Mbappe and Mourinho, definitely. You see, Mourinho break out with the ball, score goals, win the game. That's Mourinho. You understand what I'm saying? And Vini can be quite noisy. So I don't know. I don't know for Vini and Mourinho. I truly do not know. But then, Bellingham and Mourinho, Bellingham, after the 2024 UCL win, Bellingham he loves Mourinho, basically. His mother loves Mourinho as well. Which sounds kind of suspicious, But let's keep going. Then, is there any other major player I need to talk about? Valverde will work under anyone. He's loyal to this club. I want to talk about, Mastantuono. I believe it was some months ago, I made a short video praising Mastantuono after the game against Monaco. Mastantuono's work rate is fantastic. I believe he's 18 years old. His work rate is fantastic. But then, you notice his composure and his end product in the box and in offensive areas. It's not really the best. And going into the new season, Real Madrid, they are desperately looking for a trophy. We've gone trophyless 2 seasons now. A third season, it cannot happen. So why am I saying this? The fact that Marston needs a lot of experience, he needs a lot of game time. I mean, he needs to play more to really be able to make better choices, in the final third. Now the point is this: going in next season using Mourinho, would he give Marston those many games he needs, to develop and that? I don't see it happening. Especially, Hendrick is coming back, especially with that. Hendrick played as a right wing forward for Lyon. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Rodrigo obviously is also going to come back from injury as well. And then you have those options. To be honest, I see Marston going on loan. I see him going on loan because, if we can replicate the success Hendrick had a fantastic debut season. He was the Copa del Rey highest goal scorer. He was scoring bangers. Fantastic debut season, but still he went on loan. Then, that's why I solely believe Marston will be going on loan as well. Probably to replicate the kind of development Hendrick got. So I see Marston going on loan. I'm not saying the kid doesn't have talent. He is very talented. But you see, not every 18-year-old can do it the way Yamal does. I'll give that to Yamal. I don't like the kid, but I'll give him that. So Marston going to gain some experience on loan. To be honest, I'm in support of that. I'm in full support of that. Then there have been talks about signing another right back, like a backup for Trent. And I believe we need that. Some have been thinking about as well. Moving Trent into the midfield might not be a bad idea. In some games, it might not be a bad idea as, a right-sided centre midfielder, a right-sided DMF. It might not be a bad idea. And then get a fullback, who is very good at defending. It wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section. And we are going to, we shall end right here. Hala Madrid.